You know, last week somebody referred to this outfit as the Tucker Carlson starter set. I appreciate that, but I think I've got better hair. Hey everybody, it's Mike Duisberg from Magic Means Business with another one of our tricks of the trade. This week we're going to talk about crowds. And before I get started, now's a great time to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the little bell that gives you notifications, because I'm going to cram a lot of stuff into this video, and we got a whole lot more on this topic in the next couple of videos. I don't want you to miss anything. So let's talk about crowds. All of my clients call me up and they say, Mike, we saw you at this event. It was fantastic. People are 6, 7 deep. They're slapping each other on the back. You got 40, 50 people here laughing together. That's the experience we want to create for our event. How can you do that for us? And I said, well, why would you want to do that? And they said, no. We've seen other magicians. We've seen the guy that walks around with the same 3 tricks he does for everybody. He works for 3 people at a time. He doesn't get to anybody. He doesn't make any impact on our event. He might as well have not been there. We don't want that. We want those crowds. And I said, yeah, but what's so important about having the crowd, really? And I'll tell you what they figured out. The reality is, unless somebody's really in your inner circle and you know them and like them a lot, you're really not going to walk across a room to start a conversation with them, right? That's why you see the wallflowers that are kind of on the edge of a party, right? And that's what I figured out as an entertainer, is that if I walk up to those people and I got a couple of them laughing and shouting, then other wallflowers that are near them will think, well, I want to be part of the fun thing too, right? And they kind of forget themselves, right? And now they come over and say, well, what's going on over here? And now I got them laughing, and I've turned my little 4 group into a group of 8 maybe. And then I've got some more people, and now the more extroverted and sort of willing to engage people, they're going to come over. And now I got a nice crowd, and we're all laughing, having a good time. And here's the thing. If I give them a reason to engage other people, right? Come on over and see what's happening with the magic. And then they watch a couple tricks. Now they've got a shared experience with all those other people, right? And what's their Cialdini rule, right? If you're like me, I like you. That's the principle of liking, right? I like people who have had the same experiences I've had. So now it's easy for them to start a conversation with all these other people that are there. And the crazy thing is, it's easy for them to start that conversation right then during the magic show. It's easy for them to start that conversation later in the party, the next morning at breakfast, the next day during the conference, even the next 2 or 3 days later during the conference. They feel comfortable walking over going, how you were holding the bottle and he knocks the coin through the glass, and how did that happen? Shared experience that they can turn into another conversation later. They feel comfortable, they feel welcome. Right? That's the real reason that we want to get these crowds in your event, because that's what's going to create that sense of welcome and the sense of unity, getting people feeling comfortable participating in your event. That's really important. Now, unfortunately, there's some bad news. We've identified 5 trends that are real popular in the events industry now that make it kind of difficult for you to form these crowds and create those conversations that you really need to make. We've actually identified them and listed them in the latest issue of the Reading Mike's Mind newsletter, which we send all of our clients. And if you'd like to get it, all you have to do is go to magicmeansbusiness.com/contact, schedule an appointment, or send me your mailing address and your phone number, book a $7,000 show, and we'll be happy to send this to you once a month. Well, okay, you don't actually have to book the $7,000 show. Just, send us your name and your address and stuff. But we're going to talk about those 5 things also in next week's video, so make sure that you like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow, do whatever it is that you do on your platform, and I look forward to talking to you next week. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking like Tucker. I think the problem is laughing like Tucker. I mean, he cackles right up there with Kamala Harris. You probably wouldn't appreciate me saying that.